Hi everyone, I hope you're all well and enjoying this beautiful, beautiful sunshine. Coming into Radley Valentine's Angel Tarot card deck today for a message for the collective, for our highest and greatest good. And I'm asking the angels to please bring through any messages that we need to know at this time, especially with this energy that is entering Earth, and it is just going to build and build now to the Lion's Gate. So this is the perfect time for anything that's coming up to really be aware of it, not to over process things, just to be aware of it. So I'm asking, and I'll choose 3 cards from the Angel Tarot card deck, and I'll also choose one from the Destiny pack as well, just for an in-depth reading for the energies. So I'm asking the angels to please bring through any messages that we need to know for our highest and greatest good. There we have 1, 2 and 3. So that the first card is unity. This card is asking us to go within. This is the spiritual teacher that is within us. We don't have to go and look for any unless some present themselves on our path. Archangel Sandalphon is with this card, and it's a number 5 card, so it's one of change, one of challenge, and the energy that is entering Earth is a very high vibrational light, which when we take it in, it brings up anything not in keeping with that light, with that high vibration. So when we take this energy in, we will start to project in our reality things that we don't like. We will be being triggered. We will want to react in the same old way. The angels and Archangel Sandalphon are asking that we take in the light, and however anyone is making us feel, however any situation is making us feel, to go within and bring this light down, do the self-healing. This card is all about spirituality, your and our only our personal connection with God. Now when we're taking this light in, being aware of how others or any situation is making us feel and where it is affecting us in our body. It may start with thoughts, and then those thoughts start to create a vision that seems so real. Then that starts a shifting of energy within us. And that shifting of energy are our triggers. So when we become aware of wherever in our body, whichever chakra in our body it's starting to affect us, if it's emotional, it will be in our solar plexus. We might feel angry, we might want to project that out. It's so intense, it's like the intensity will be to project our shadow side out. This light asks that we take the light in, breathe it through our crowns, dissolve those thoughts that are only illusion and our perception, cleansing our mind's eye, our third eye, and breathing the light into whichever chakra is being affected by our thoughts and our visualizations, our illusions. Breathe the light into those chakras. If it's the solar plexus, it could be anger, with relationship, sacral, with fears of not having enough, that's our root. Sadness, our mind starts to speak in that old sad way. and we start to reminisce, and then it starts to really hurt our hearts, sometimes physically. So this light asks that it's here to dissolve all that. Those are limiting beliefs. Those are our patterns. And as we dissolve it, wherever it is affecting in your body, with the solar plexus and its anger, see that light coming into your solar plexus, dissolving it. Not to pay any attention to our reality. Take this in. Offer this anger into the light. Allow your solar plexus to relax and allow it to dissolve the emotion that's there. Same with the sacral, our root, any fears. Just keep breathing the light there and breathing the light. We don't have to project onto any problems. Just take it in internally and allow it to dissolve, and do it as many times as is required to just keep dissolving these imbalances, dissolving these limiting beliefs that we have. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel of answered prayers, so call on him. He is a beautiful and kind archangel who has walked the earth, so knows all the elements and everything, all the challenges of earth. Call on him. Say your prayers in a way and a feeling that you're so blessed in this moment. You're so blessed in this moment, so grateful in this moment. And Archangel Sandalphon carries our prayers to heaven. He's helping us to anchor this light as well. I'm being told, anchor it. Keep anchoring this light as we're doing our self-healing, and we are allowing this light to dissolve anything that is not in alignment with our higher self. Anchor it into your earth star, and then anchor it down into the heart of Mother Earth. It's the most important thing that we can do. And doing this, anchoring this light and dissolving anger and dissolving our fears, does not take away our survival instinct. If we were to step off a pavement and a car was heading our way, we would still jump back. If something came onto our path that doesn't feel right for us, we will say no. It's not that we lose all our sense of survival or self-preservation. It actually is, it makes it clearer. It gives us the power to say no, and the power to walk our path in light, knowing what is right for us. And we're all individuals, so everything is different for everyone else. So don't think like doing all this work, cleansing and clearing ourselves of past patterns and emotions that we have learned from our parents, our ancestors, our siblings, everyone around us. Not that anybody did anything wrong. It was our interpretation of everything. So because every soul is incarnate on its own soul journey, and all our journeys are different. So when we dissolve everything from past, just dissolve it, our spiritual gifts are heightened, our intuitive gifts become clearer and stronger. So Archangel Sandalphon is with us, helping us to come into alignment with our higher selves. And then we have the ego. The ego is going to fight tooth and nail. It's going to tell us that just breathing the light is not going to help. Just bringing yourself into alignment is not going to help. I still have all these problems out here. What's breathing the light going to do? It's the most powerful thing you can do, and your ego knows that. It really knows that. It will do anything to keep us in the old patterns because that's all it knows. And when we start to break free, the ego starts to tell us, fill us with doubt, tell us that if we're not out there fixing everything physically, it's not going to work. When that's the worst thing that we can do. Everybody is on their own path, and it is their karma and it is our karma. So don't listen to those limiting beliefs of our ego. It wants to hold us trapped. It will want to take us back into addictions because of comfort, which in the long run become the most uncomfortable place to be. The ego is Archangel Jophiel. So if you're going through those doubts, disbelief in your own soul and the power of this divine light, call on Archangel Jophiel. She will illuminate your mind with beauty. Help you to see the beauty of who you are. First, we have to see the beauty of who we are, and then we see the beauty of our life. She will help us to fill our minds with beautiful, uplifting thoughts. And they are not, like the ego might tell you, a load of rubbish, because they are the most healing, uplifting, energizing thoughts we could ever have, and they will change our perception about everything. And then we have the Five of Water. Wow, these cards are very, very powerful today. The Five of Water. The ego will tell us, look at your life. Look at everything that you've not got. Look at everything everybody else has got, to keep you in that lower vibration. This card is an emotional card, like we've been speaking of, this energy coming through. This energy is going to bring up our ego. And our ego will start boxing with everybody else's ego to get its own way, to make itself right. Because just breathing in this beautiful light won't shift anything, so the ego tells us. But when we start to do it, it moves mountains. It shifts so much low, dense energy than anything else ever could. It's a divine force. It's the light coming from the Christ light. It's coming from the center of the universe to help us to see the truth, to let go of those limiting beliefs of who we are. The most simple things that we can do are the most powerful. The Five of Water. Things not turning out how we would have hoped them to, but they turned out exactly how they were meant to turn out. There are no mistakes, only lessons. So while we're breathing this light in, let go, dissolve any of this. And allow yourself, because the more we let go of it, the more we just allow it to dissolve into the light, regardless of what anybody else is doing to try to trigger us. Because don't forget, this light's hitting everyone, so everybody's shadow side, everybody's ego is going to be out looking for control, looking to be right. And everybody is right in their own perception, and that's okay. Staying true to yourself, staying really aware and accepting of where we are in this moment, and allowing our energy to just expand past all these limits, expand past these triggers. That once that trigger is pulled, like the bullet out of a gun, the destruction can be really bad. And it all starts from one thought that builds and builds and builds and gets our mind's eye involved to create the vision of the future, of what went on in the past, and it creates this shift, not a good shift. And you'll feel it as soon as it starts. And when you do, breathe this light in, breathe it in as many times as is required until you can move through it without projecting it. And then the base of the pack is renewal. And this is the next to the last card of the tarot deck. And this is cosmic blessings. They're asking us to do a life review. Archangel Jamil, that's his quality. He helps us to look back and look at things in a different way, because no matter what anybody's done to us, or whatever mistakes we perceive we've made, because there are none, everything was always in perfect and divine order, and we were going through that soul journey, we were going through the teaching of whatever challenge or experience. So there are really choppy waters there, but everybody's raising above. The angel is raising above all that stormy water, sending down cosmic blessings, which is what we are receiving at this time. And from moving away from this, our ego, there is a change in direction, because things fall away that we may try and hold on to that weren't really good for us. It was our ego wanting to control. When we sit back and know that within 10 minutes of you watching this reading, anything can happen, anything. So why worry? Why try to control anything? If we look at what happened last year, 18 months ago, no one saw that coming. We had the few odd messages, but we didn't all put it that it meant this. None of us saw that coming, and we all dealt with it the best that we could, and really learned so much about ourselves. So this card is bringing cosmic blessings from heaven. Archangel Jamil is helping us to release all that baggage now that we've been carrying for so long. This card, I always get violet with this card. beautiful transformative energy. Transforms. So as this light comes in and it dissolves these old programs and the ego, it transforms it into joy and happiness and health, and most of all, love. So look at anything that may come up. See everyone in your life that is pressing your buttons at this moment as a gift, because they're showing us where our wounds are, and just like healing balm, breathe this light into those wounds and feel them healing, and you'll see that everything outside starts to go in a different direction, in a beautiful direction of peace and love and health and everything beautiful and heavenly. So we have 20, 35, 40, 45, 9, completion. Like, complete this now. Breathe it in and allow it to dissolve without grasping onto anything, without allowing our ego to grasp onto anything, without letting our disappointments grasp onto anything. If we're feeling those disappointments, we will never be happy. Disappointments are when we've put expectation on someone or a situation. When we put an expectation, expect them to act in a certain way, and the complete opposite, then we feel the emotional of, that weren't what I wanted, that things could have been better if they change. If this situation was this way, I'd be happy. But we are creating our reality. So it's to change within, then that will change what's happening around us. And 9 is completion. Completion. We're coming into a new phase of our lives now, one a lot lighter, coming into alignment with our higher selves, really knowing what makes us happy now, instead of what is a need within us. When we need something and we're pulling it in and pulling it in out of a need, then the expectation comes in and everything crashes down, and we end up with the 5 of water. Let go of all that now. Let all those expectations go. Stand in faith, stand in light, and enjoy releasing everything now that is limiting ourselves. So I'm sending so much love and angel blessings to you all, and thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.